Today's news. Roundtable conference held in the framework of Free Airwaves Project. Serious violation of law revealed in the distribution of compensation to residents in flood zone. Project on enhancement of journalist knowledge and skills in military sphere is implemented. Another event was held in the Press Center of the Institute for Reporters' Freedom and Safety in the framework of the Free Airwaves Project on September 2nd. The proposals on media coverage of the election campaign were introduced in the roundtable discussion organized by the Media Rights Institute and IRFS. These recommendations were prepared based on the current legislation, as well as 2 years of electronic mass media monitoring. Both the monitoring and the preparation of recommendations were carried out in the framework of the Free Airwaves Project, which is financed by the European Commission. Khalid Alagilev, the representative of the Media Rights Institute, recalled the amendments made to the election code. He also stressed the importance of an inclusion of a special clause to the election code on media coverage of election campaigns. The reduction of the election campaign to 23 days was also included in the amendments. Perhaps it is suitable for countries with developed democracy and election system, but is not suitable for Azerbaijan. The duration of the campaign should have been extended up to 45 days. Agaliev suggests free airtime should also be regulated, and it must be increased from 3 to 12 hours, because 3 hours of free airtime doesn't satisfy a number of political forces. In addition, free airtime is only provided by public television, even though its financial capacity is much smaller than that of AZTV. IRFS Chairman Amin Husseinov emphasized the importance of the mandatory inclusion of paid airtime for each TV channel's programming during the election campaign. He said that even thematic TV channels are engaged in the political campaign and therefore must be engaged in political advertisements as well. On September 3rd, a group of residents of Sabirabad's Polag Tugay village, who were affected negatively by flooding, were able to become familiar with a part of the compensation list for their village in the United Administration of Locations under construction under the State Supervision Agency for Construction Safety of Ministry of Emergency Situations. Seymour Hajiev Anvar became surprised upon seeing his name on the list. The list was grabbed from him when he said that he had not been compensated. The list shows that I have received 1,600 AZN in compensation. However, I didn't even get a kopeck, the Polag Tugay resident Seymour Hajiev said. He said that the list was taken from them when this fact was revealed. Another resident of the village, Bagan Rasulov, said that his family and another 13 families, many of whom he is related to, were not included in the list of families for which new houses will be constructed. Our houses were engulfed by the flood. The soldiers pumped the water out of our houses many times. We lived in the tent camp and were given food. But now they are not building a house for us, nor are they giving us compensation. However, there are families in the village who will be given new houses, even though their houses were not engulfed by water, he noted. The residents say they will appeal to the public prosecutor's office regarding what they witnessed. Operating with the purpose of obtaining information about the residents' complaints, the Objective TV correspondent appealed to the United Administration of Locations under construction. At first, an employee of the administration stepped into the chairman's study, but later he said that all the officials were in the flooding zone. On the 3rd of September, in the office of the Azerbaijan Security and Defense Public Association, a press conference was conducted in the framework of the project Enhancement of Journalist Knowledge and Skills in the Military Sphere, implemented by Military Journalists Public Union with financial support from the Open Society Institute Assistance Foundation. The head of the project, retired Colonel Lieutenant Uzair Jafarov, gave information to conference participants about the purpose of the event. He said that the development of methods to deliver the reforms carried out in security and defense sector of Azerbaijan to the community is of great importance. According to Jafarov, all these show that the development of the military journalism in Azerbaijan is a crucial issue today. The improvement of the journalist's knowledge and skills will largely contribute to the increase in the military budget transparency, expansion of opportunities of journalists to obtain information, an increase in the effectiveness of the fight against corruption and bribery in the military institutions, and democratic civil supervision on the security and defense sector. The president of the Azerbaijan Security and Defense Public Association, retired Colonel Lieutenant Yashar Jafarlı, spoke about the weak development of the cooperation between law enforcement agencies and mass media in Azerbaijan, and stressed the necessity of serious activity in this direction. The director of the Center for Military Analytic Researches, Colonel Ildirim Mamadov, spoke about the consolidation of mutual relations between the army and society by increasing journalist knowledge and skills in the military sector.